Hello and welcome to Experience Realty. My name is Tarun. Now, as cliched as it may sound, waterfront is very limited and hence highly sought after. Historically, if you look at the evolution of cities, then you will see this recurring phenomena of cities mushrooming around coastlines, riverbanks, and in some cases even around water bodies such as creeks and lakes. Our ancestors were definitely a very evolved bunch, and they realized the importance of development around the waterfront. Now we have added our two-penny bit to this time-trodden development mantra of, cities and development around the coast, and we've taken it from strength to strength. Now our Dubai, as you can see on the screen behind me, is no alien to this phenomena. Dubai, the land of superlatives, has added its own twist to development on the waterfront. So if you pay close attention, besides reclaiming land in the middle of the Arabian Gulf, to give you marvels of engineering such as the two palms, or to create a giant archipelago of 5 interconnected islands to give you Dubai Islands. Now Dubai is no alien to this phenomena, and Dubai understands the development on waterfront is premium, where demand and supply is very skewed. There is exponential demand and very limited supply of this being a very natural source where we can only develop into the sea up to a certain limit. Now, our ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and the government of Dubai were the first to understand that Dubai is fast emerging as one of the leading destinations for vacation by the sea, and also one of the leading destinations to be investing on the waterfront. Now, in line with this, Dubai government and Sheikh Mohammed came up with the T2033 economic agenda and the Vision 2040, where Dubai, in order to be in the top 3 tourism destinations of the world and to eventually knock Thailand off its perch of the most favored tourism destination in the world, has to expand its public beachfront by 400%, which means adding more and more waterfront to the existing supply. So how did Dubai go about doing it? As I told you earlier, reclaiming land. And another very interesting concept that came into being in Dubai was development of communities around crystal lagoons. And District 1 was the torchbearer or the trailblazer for this, boasting a 7-kilometer long crystal lagoon. This community set records of crystal lagoon communities where the lagoon happens to be swimmable as well. Now, the scope of this video is to give you an idea about what sort of waterfront properties are available in Dubai. Now, if you pay close attention again, the Dubai real estate market, the supply of waterfront is very limited, and it comes at a price which some people might find it hefty and huge, although it is not. You have Bluewaters by Liras transacting at around 7,500 dirhams per square foot. You have JBR and Dubai Marina between 25 to 3,500 dirhams per square foot. Then you have Emaar Beachfront transacting at around 4,500 and above. And then you have the 8th wonder of the world, the Palm Jumeirah, transacting anywhere between 8 to 10,000 dirhams per square foot. Now, during the course of this video, we will explore the waterfront communities in Dubai and what type these waterfront communities can be broken down into. Allow me time, and by the end of this video, I can assure you, you will have crystal clear perspective about waterfront in Dubai. As I was telling you earlier, waterfront properties in Dubai can be broadly classified into 6 categories. Now, the first category would be beachfront. Now, the beachfront includes developments like Emaar Beachfront, Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jebel Ali, Dubai Islands, and JBR. Now, beachfront properties, besides giving you uninterrupted vistas of the Arabian Gulf, also have the sea in close proximity. So get down from your building and you have the white sandy beaches and azure blue water at your beck and call. Now, the second kind of properties are sea view properties. Now, this includes developments like Dubai Marina, Bluewaters, and to some extent Port de la Mer, where you have the sea view, but the beach is not in direct access. So you need to walk a fair bit of distance to access the beach, which could be a public beach, or it could be a beach club or a hotel. The third kind of properties are the properties that are on a creek. Now, creek is a natural phenomena where the seawater comes a long way inland. So the circulation and the movement of water is the closest to the actual beach or sea experience. Now, hence, the properties around creeks are highly sought after. So prime examples of such developments would be Dubai Creek Harbour and Jeddah. Now, the fourth kind of properties are developments around a canal. Now, canal, as the name suggests, is a man-made phenomena, much narrower than a creek, and the circulation can be a bone of contention sometimes, but they give you the bang for your buck. Water view while you're locked by land on all the sides. Prime example of such a development would be Business Bay, okay? Now, the fifth kind of developments that you see in Dubai will be lakes. Now, these are purely ornamental because they give you the much desired water view, but they're not swimmable. So, prime examples of communities which are around lakes would be Meadows, JLT, and Jumeirah Islands. Last but not the least, is communities around crystal lagoons. Prime examples would be Oasis by Emaar and Tamak Lagoons. Now, this is a fairly recent technology, as I told you guys earlier, but it gives you access to the pristine white sand beaches and crystal clear azure blue water. So, the vistas of the Caribbean are no longer limited to the Caribbean. You can have them in Dubai. Okay, I do not want to sound like a stuck tape recorder, but the scope of this video is to give you an insight and perspective about the beachfront and sea view properties in Dubai, which is the real water. If I start covering and delving into all the 6 categories, this video is gonna be very exhaustive, could probably stretch up to an hour and a half, and we'll be defeating the purpose because not everyone has that kind of time. So we are going to cover the beachfront and sea view categories in this video, and I can assure you that this particular segment is where you have the most skewed demand and supply situation, and by being strategic and acquiring a property will actually make your wealth generate more wealth for you, or it could help you acquire an address which you'll call a home for a long time to come. So without much ado, let's dive deep into the realm of the real waterfront in Dubai. To kick things off on the properties by the beachfront, let's start with none other than Emaar Beachfront. This one-of-its-kind project marked Emaar's foray into the realm of the sea. The Little Miami of Dubai, as it is known, boasts a gated private beachfront of around 1.5 kilometer. This 88,200 square meter residential marina masterpiece also is in close proximity to the 2 harbors where 14,000 passengers disembark on a daily basis. Marine tourism is the most expensive tourism, so you can understand the implications of short-term rentals with all the tourists coming in by the harbor. Now, what is important to understand in Emaar Beachfront also is that this community, which boasts 24 towers, out of which 12 are branded by the biggest brands of Emaar, hospitality brands, okay? Now, branded residences, they appreciate in a different trajectory, and when you want to divest from a branded residence, you can command a premium of 20 to 25% above properties which are not branded. Now, to make things even better in terms of Emaar Beachfront, if you look here, you have the largest marina in entire Middle East and North Africa with berthing spaces for up to 1,400 yachts. This island will also give you panoramic vistas of the most iconic skylines in Dubai. So if you look at this part of the development, you have the iconic Dubai Marina skyline, which you have vistas of On this side, you have vistas, uninterrupted vistas of the Palm Jumeirah, and that side will give you uninterrupted vistas of the Ain Dubai. Now, this community started transacting at only 1500 dirhams per square foot, and today, 2024, it's already gone up to 4500 dirhams per square foot, with full potential to go up to 7500 to 8000 dirhams per square foot. And my opinion is based on similar properties in vicinity. Address JBR, which happens to be another Emaar property, is today selling at 7500 dirhams per square foot. So this island with 1.5 kilometers of pristine private beach can definitely match or even go above JBR. The fortunes of Emaar Beachfront actually received another boost. Why? The RTA just announced a link of 1.5 kilometers connecting Dubai Harbour directly to Sheikh Zayed Road. And with 909 transactions last year, you can well imagine that this community in the near future is going to be a reference point for waterfront living. Even if Emaar wants to do another Emaar Beachfront, it's going to take them minimum 20 years. So, no competition for 20 years. Pursue Emaar Beachfront with all gutso. There is a launch just around the corner. The second noteworthy beachfront community or development that we will be probing will be Dubai Islands by Nakheel. Dubai Islands is a man-made archipelago consisting of 5 islands A, B, C, D and E with a landmass of 17 square kilometers, a waterfront of 50 kilometers and 21 kilometers of pristine beaches. It will also boast 9 marinas. This project, in close proximity to the urban hub of Dubai, will have a pivotal role in actualization of the 2033 economic agenda and the Vision 2040, as it will eventually boast 86 resorts with 20 to 30,000 hotel keys, 2 golf courses, an 18-hole championship golf course and a 9-hole golf course. Besides, this will also have 2 square kilometers of landmass dedicated to open spaces. The islands will have 37,899 residents. These islands will also have 38,479 residential units, adding much needed supply to the real estate market, which only with 740,000 residential units needs at least 483,000 to 550,000 units added over the next few years to accommodate a population which will be around 5 million by 2030. The limited launches that have happened on these islands have created a flurry of activity and has investors vying to get a piece of the cake. The Rixos branded residences and the Bay Villas have put the islands high up on the wish list of investors and end users. The Rixos branded apartments last year had 515 transactions with an average per square foot price of around 2,500 dirhams. And this has immense scope as communities with no waterfront are selling for much more. If we talk about the Bay Villas, then there happen to be no sweeter deal than this project, as you're entering into the waterfront villa community in Dubai at an average per square foot price of 1,390 dirhams, and this has all the potential to go up to 4,000, 5,000 dirhams per square foot, as this project has no comparisons. Speaking about beachfront properties, and not including Palm Jumeirah on the list, would be nothing short of a travesty. And I do not really need to tell you what Palm Jumeirah is all about, as National Geographic has covered it multiple times. Our interest here is the average per square foot price for apartments, which started at 1,246 dirhams per square foot in 2012 and has surged to 2,786 dirhams per square foot, with 2,100 transactions worth 19 billion dirhams even after 17 years of launch, speaks leaps and bounds about how sought after this project is even after 15 years. Probing further, the villas on the Palm, and this is where the meat of the matter is, an investment into a garden home of around 5 million dirhams today in its same state as it was launched 15 years ago will make you wealthier by 25 million dirhams, as today these properties are selling for 30 million dirhams. The average per square foot prices from 1224 dirhams today have reached 3,923 dirhams, and with 183 transactions last year amounting to a whopping 6.8 billion dirhams, you can well understand what kind of demand this second largest reclamation project on earth has even today, as prices will continue to grow owing to the limited supply of the properties in this segment, as at 3,923 dirhams per square foot for a villa with beach access, this is still underpriced if you look at the prices of properties of the same pedigree in other developed cities of the world, where per square foot prices of a similar property can go up to 6,000 and even 7,000 dirhams per square foot. Then it makes Palm Jumeirah still worthwhile pursuing even today. Going further in our pursuance of beachfront properties in Dubai, another noteworthy addition to this list would be Palm Jebel Ali, a project that covers 13.4 square kilometers of area and is 2 times the size of the existing Palm. This mammoth will be the largest reclamation project in the entire world. The man-made archipelago, which 38,000 families will call a home, will boast 80 resorts and will help Dubai actualize the Vision 2040 by adding 110 kilometers to the coast. As of today, villas on 8 fronts have been put up for sale, comprising of 2 types of villas, coral villas and beach villas. And guess what? Off-plan purchases are being listed on the secondary market at a premium of 10 to 25% over initial launch prices, which range from 18 million dirhams to 25 million dirhams. The early indicators for exponential appreciation are already there, with 527 transactions to the tune of 12 billion dirhams at an average per square foot price of 2,661 dirhams. This one will definitely supersede its predecessor, and with more launches lined up, this project will be stellar. Mark my words, an investment into Palm Jebel Ali today will yield you exponential returns. When we're exploring developments or properties with the sea view, then Rashid Yachts Marina is a project that we cannot ignore. Emaar's first master plan on water. This community is a residential marina masterpiece in close proximity to the landmarks of the city. Rashid Yachts Marina, a 25 billion dirham community that combines a new marina with Riviera-style waterfront residential area overlooking the Arabian Gulf and the iconic skyline of Burj Khalifa and downtown. Among its many features, the development will boast an elite waterfront retail, dining, and a leisure destination called Dubai Mall by the Sea, a floating yacht club, a 12,500 square meter sandy beach, and Dubai's longest swimmable canal pool. The marina at Rashid Yachts Marina will have over 430 wet berths and will also have berthing options for super yachts up to 100 meters long, which will boost the cruise terminal, which is already in the ascendance in Dubai. The former ocean liner Queen Elizabeth II, which is now a 13-deck hotel, docked here permanently, will be the centerpiece at Rashid Yachts Marina. There will be a choice of mid-rise waterfront apartments with promenades and a Venetian-style shopping plaza overlooking the sea. Boutique hotels, interconnected parks, art galleries, a theatre, and a museum will complete the scene here. Rashid Yachts Marina will also be linked by a pedestrian bridge to the house of Sheikh Rashid with its museum and the theatre. The new facilities will complement the existing Hamadan bin Mohammed cruise terminal. The terminal has received over 2.3 million visitors since it opened in 2014. Last year, it claimed a first when it successfully berthed 5 international cruise liners carrying a total of 25,000 passengers in a single day. In a nutshell, Dubai is yet to see a community by the sea offering you all of this. With this project still in the first phase of development, early investors who bought a 1-bedroom in Seagate for 1.1 million dirhams are already sitting on 45% appreciation, as the prices in the last launch at Ocean Point were around 1.67 million dirhams. With more launches queued up, do not miss an opportunity to grab something in Rashid Yachts Marina, as it will yield immense appreciation. Another noteworthy mention when we're speaking about developments with sea view in Dubai would be Bluewaters by Emaar, simply because of the appreciation it yielded for investors, and it is a dream for homeowners. There are 10 residential buildings on Bluewater Island, as well as 2 5-star luxury hotels providing 479 guest rooms and suites with direct access to a 450-meter private beach. The apartment buildings contain 698 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedrooms, glass-fronted apartments, each with 1 or 2 parking spaces. There are also 4 penthouses and 17 townhouses. The star attraction here is the Ain Dubai, formerly known as Dubai Eye, making Bluewater one of the topmost tourism destinations in the Middle East. At 230 meters tall, it is the biggest in the world and has unobstructed views of the entire city. Amenities for the residents here include state-of-the-art gymnasiums, swimming pools, landscape gardens, basketball courts, and children's play areas. The 4 penthouses have 360-degree panoramic vistas of the Arabian Gulf, Dubai Marina, Ain Dubai, and the Dubai skyline, and offer generous indoor and outdoor spaces with 5 bedrooms, ensuite bathrooms, and extended living areas. The growth trajectory for this island has been stellar and has gone from strength to strength. The average per square foot price of 3,840 dirhams and 7,000 transactions last year, and a 5-bedroom townhouse transacting for 80 million dirhams in this community handed over in 2019 is a testament to the demand for waterfront in Dubai. And Bluewater by Emaar is an amazing investment opportunity even today. To conclude, entry into the waterfront communities in Dubai is still affordable compared to the other cities offering these kind of properties, as the prices are only fractions. And to give you perspective, 3.65 million dirhams invested in the waterfront or any prime area of Dubai will give you 1,136 square foot of prime real estate, whereas the same investment in some of the leading cities of the world like Singapore, Miami, Hong Kong will give you a property a third of its size. For more details on the upcoming waterfront properties in Dubai, feel free to reach out to me. Until then, this is Tarun saying sayonara.